Your home for our Atlanta Falcons, Hawks, and Atlanta United. Your teams play here. Sports Radio 92.9, The Game.
Atlanta! We're 2-0. It's Dukes and Bell on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. We start off every day and every hour by saying, hey, man! It is a Falcon Monday, and we will celebrate as we do for the next 48 hours before we turn the page and talk about the Detroit Lions. But, Mike Bell, it was an improbable comeback yesterday because the way things were looking for the Falcons, down 12, I'll be honest, no one really expected the outcome to be the outcome. But this is why they play, and this is why you never give up on these teams, specifically our team. And, Mike, let's be honest, it's easy and has been to give up on the Falcons because this is the history of a team that traditionally, okay, it doesn't matter who the coach has been. Right. We don't find ways to win those games. Yesterday, we did.
And that's the thing. I think that what we took out, walking out of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium with a lot of folks, and by the way, Carl, I've never, just real quick, testament to how good the radio station is doing right now. I've never run into more 92.9 The Game and Dukes and Bell listeners than I did yesterday, and we had a great time. A lot of guys put the photos up on social media, but it was great. We can't do it without you, as Carl says. Without you, there is no us. But the vibe I got was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we lose that game. Mm-hmm. We don't finish it. We are a second-half team. If we can just clean up – now, here's the thing. We'll talk about the Ritter, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Just clean up some of that stuff, bro. We can put 4 quarters together. We're going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, big shout-out to Arthur Smith. He'll be on with us on Wednesday. The balls of Arthur Smith to go for it on fourth down was huge. I thought the execution in the fourth quarter was completely different on both sides of the football. On the defensive side, when we needed stops, Dukes isn't. When it matters most, and Mike, on the offensive side, when you needed to move the football and make plays to get in the scoring position. So there are a lot of positives, and I'm going to lean on those because I know many of you, as I said, on social media, X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it, some of you are still tripping. 2-0's 2-0. Now, with that said, there needs to be improvements. Last week, the improvement was, how do we get our number one wide receiver involved? Mike, told you guys Drake was going to have a good game. He had a really good game. He made some big catches. I thought they got him involved early. Right. And now this week we lean on, well, when's Pitts going to get involved? Because, Mike, we're heading into week 3, and people are wondering, when is he going to be the guy?
Now, he helps you win that game against Carolina with a big catch, and he also moved the sticks and had some big catches in this one. But, to your point, just 2 receptions. I mean, that's not right. We've got to find a balance. I thought Mac Hollins made some big plays. I thought, look, Mac Hollins caught a touchdown. If you can tap your 2 toes.
Bad call.
If you can tap your 2 toes on the sideline or in the end zone, but you can't do it at the back of the end zone, I mean, you got possession. You can have a corner of the football over the pylon as a touchdown. You get the ball in your hands, Carl, tapping 2 toes. I thought the refs were just really a blank show yesterday. We're lucky we didn't get screwed even worse. But getting back to your initial point, yeah, we know that as the season evolves, everyone will get a taste. But, yeah, he's got to be a bigger factor in the game.
The biggest factor in the game was Bijan. And Bijan Robinson continuing to show in just 2 short weeks how special he is. Who told you guys they were going to go get him? Me! Who told you guys he was special? Me!
Who built this thing?
Me! I got to tell you guys. We knew this was what was coming. We felt it. We told you guys it can't. Mike and I were telling you, he's doing special things, and you're seeing it. This is not a surprise, by the way, to the Falcons. It's not a surprise to anybody that's watched Bijan over the course of his young career, whether it be collegiately, he did this in high school, and now he's doing it in the pros. But, guys, we have a star. Jump on board now. There is room now. I don't want to hear you 2 years from now go, man, Dukes and Bell, I can't believe how good this guy is. Jump on board because, Mike, he's going to help us win a lot of games. And more importantly, all those exciting, explosive plays we've been craving and wanting, he is going to do a lot of that for us.
Right. And, again, last night, I'm watching the game last night and this morning, because when you're at the stadium, we always say, you're confused. What happened? Was there an injury? What's going down? And then watching some of the things and I took some notes, and I'm saying, there were some throws that kind of left you. Did the wide receiver not go where he's supposed to go? Is it a miscommunication? Dave Archer always does a great job of breaking that down because if the wide receiver didn't blow a responsibility, then some of those throws are inexcusable. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that, but we'll hear more on the coach's show at 6. Ritter nearly threw 3. Then you throw that lob that he threw in the end zone. We were in that 1st and goal scenario. I still don't understand what some of that was about. But then he comes back and he throws that laser to Drake London. I mean, that's a pinpoint throw. Yeah. That's a pinpoint throw to Jonnu Smith. So he's threading the needle, and he's also doing stuff which you're like, well, can they fix it? because he's showing you the stuff that got him drafted, and he's showing you the stuff that made him a winner at Cincinnati. Can they just simply clean up some of these things which leave you scratching your head?
404-726-0929. It is our Solomon Brothers Diamond text line. Follow us, guys. He's Mike Bell, ATL. I'm at Put 'em Up. See Dukes, the radio show. He's Dukes and Bell 929. Follow this radio station at 929 The Game. Stay up on everything that's going on. And, of course, you can always watch us on YouTube at 929 The Game. Whispers running our cameras, and on Twitch at twitch.tv/ATL929 The Game. And we can you can check us out there. Here's my deal, okay, with both quarterbacks. One, Jordan Love looked really good when things were going his way. When things stopped going his way, he choked up. In that last drive, guys, when they needed him, when that would have been Aaron Rodgers' time and people would not even have second-guessed what might have happened, right. He was 0 for 6 in that last drive with a 30 quarterback rating. He didn't do anything. He didn't put the team on his back and elevate. Meanwhile, our guy did. In the fourth quarter, when it matters most, Mike, right. He elevated the team. I get the mistakes, the overthrows, the misthrows, the miscues. But it's about winning time. It's about what you do when it matters. Right. And in the fourth quarter, when we needed those throws, when we needed his legs, when we needed his scrambling ability, Desmond Ridder was money. Mm-hmm. So I am on this, and I'm telling you guys, I know he threw for a few more yards than he did last week. I think it was 237. They threw the ball 32 times, Mike. That's where we should be. I mean, when you're talking about Desmond – week to week, that's kind of where I think those numbers are going to be. But I got to tell you guys, winning is what it's about. Winning plays is what it's about. So I don't care what happened between quarters 1 and 3 because he made the plays in the fourth quarter. Now, Mike, right. If we lose this game, certainly I would be more critical. But I have to say, those winning plays elevated the entire team.
Right. And as Arthur Smith said after the win over Carolina week 1, we're not going to apologize for a W. The defense got 4 big stops. The defense, they got nothing in the second. Go back and look at the fourth quarter. Look how the defense was getting them off the field. Jordan Love, remember, guys, he's played in about 8 played-in games, but he's only started 4 games in his career. And so he showed a lack of clutch. Carl just touched on it. He wasn't ready when the lights shined bright. He made some really stupid mistakes. He was overthrowing guys. He didn't have the football on a presumable quarterback sneak. They lost poise. So this team showed poise. And as I said to start the show, this is a game we lose in 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We won this game. We're a second-half team. We got room for improvement. We got to clean stuff up. But this team, how could you not be excited with some of the things that went well, that worked?
The other thing we got to mention, Mike, and we don't pat ourselves on the back. I mean, we're not those guys. But did you see Caden Ellis? Yeah. Did you see Caden Ellis? Did we tell you guys last Wednesday he was going to get that Dukes and Bell bounce?
Shout out to Marcus at 342. He yells down for like 5 minutes. He got the Dukes and Bell bounce.
He got it, baby. Let me hear Caden Ellis.
3rd and 11 at the Packer 39. Atlanta playing a shell 4, and Caden Ellis fires through and drops Love.
I think Pitts should be on this show Wednesday.
Yes.
He needs to bounce.
You got to make sure we book Pitts.
He needs to bounce.
Get Pitts. Or we'll just run to his locker. We'll get Pitts one way or the other. Yeah, man. I mean, look, this is what I thought Rashaan Evans was going to do a year ago. Kind of walk him up and then boom. And they had no one to account for him. That was awesome. We didn't get a pick. We came close. I thought A.J. Terrell should have had one.
Yeah.
But we did obviously show poise. And we showed the Nuggets when it was the game on the line down the stretch.